Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel where we break down the best, most emotional, and most thought-provoking boys' love dramas. Today's topic is important. We're discussing mental health in BL dramas. While BL series are often known for their romantic and heart-fluttering moments, many of them also tackle serious issues like depression, anxiety, trauma, and self-acceptance. So today we're looking at BL dramas that didn't just give us great love stories, but also meaningful and realistic discussions about mental health. If you're excited for this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Now let's get into it. First up, I Told Sunset About You. This story follows Tae and Oeu, two childhood friends who reconnect, only for Tae to start questioning his feelings, identity, and his entire sense of self. Tae experiences severe anxiety about his future, his sexuality, and his relationships. One of the most powerful scenes in the drama is when he has a silent panic attack while practicing his lines for an audition. It's subtle yet deeply realistic, showing how mental health struggles don't always have to be loud to feel overwhelming. Next, we have Moonlight Chicken, a drama that beautifully captures adulthood, past trauma, and emotional exhaustion. Jim, the main character, carries a quiet but heavy sadness, the kind of depression that isn't always obvious but lingers in the way someone moves, talks, and avoids connection. Unlike many BL dramas that focus on young love and self-discovery, this one explores how love feels when you're already broken, when you've lost hope. Jim doesn't have big breakdowns. Instead, we see his struggles in the way he forces a smile, the way he pushes people away, and the way he doesn't allow himself to believe he deserves happiness. The message here is clear. Love alone doesn't fix mental health struggles, but having the right person by your side can help you heal. Now, let's talk about The Eclipse. This isn't just a BL drama, it's a deep psychological journey into the effects of trauma, PTSD, and the suffocating weight of fear. At the heart of the story is Ak, a model student, a rule enforcer, and someone who spent his life believing that order equals safety. But as the series unfolds, we watch as his carefully constructed world begins to crumble. Ak isn't just afraid of breaking the rules, he's terrified of what will happen if he doesn't enforce them. He's been conditioned to believe that obedience is survival, but beneath his strict exterior is a boy drowning in guilt, paranoia, and self-doubt. One of the most powerful aspects of The Eclipse is its raw, honest depiction of trauma. It shows us that fear isn't always loud. It can be quiet, suffocating, and all-consuming. That trauma doesn't just disappear overnight. It lingers in every unsteady breath, every hesitant touch, and every sleepless night. And then there's Ayan, the one person who refuses to let Ak suffer in silence. Their love story isn't just about romance, it's about healing. It's about challenging the systems that instill fear and finding the courage to rewrite your own story. Because at its core, The Eclipse isn't just about rules, rebellion, or even romance. It's about learning that fear only controls you if you let it. Now, let's talk about Not Me, a BL drama that doesn't just tell a love story. It tells a story of revolution, resilience, and the emotional cost of standing up for what's right. At the center of it all is Black, an activist who spent his life fighting against corruption, risking everything to expose the truth. But what happens when the fire that fuels you starts burning you alive? Not Me dives deep into a rarely discussed reality: the toll of activism, the exhaustion of constantly pushing back against an unjust system, the paranoia that creeps in when you're always being watched, the isolation that comes from carrying a burden too heavy for one person alone. Black isn't just fighting the enemy, he's fighting his own mind. He's haunted by fear, doubt, and the weight of responsibility. How much can one person take before they break? And then there's White, his twin, his opposite, the one who steps into Black's world and begins to understand the cost of his brother's battle. Through him, we see the conflict between privilege and oppression, idealism and reality, hope and despair. But at its core, Not Me isn't just about fighting corruption. It's about finding strength in others. It's about knowing that revolution isn't a one-person fight. It's that love, whether romantic or found in friendship, can be the thing that keeps you standing when everything else tries to tear you down. Because in the end, Not Me is a story about more than just activism. It's about survival. One of the most emotionally painful BL dramas out there is Theory of Love. This drama doesn't deal with mental illness in the traditional sense, but it perfectly captures the effects of unrequited love on mental health. Third, the main character is in love with his best friend, but his feelings are repeatedly dismissed, ignored, and even taken advantage of. The drama realistically portrays how rejection, self-doubt, and unreciprocated love can impact a person's mental well-being. At his lowest, Third completely shuts down, isolates himself, and even gives up on his own dreams. The way this drama portrays low self-esteem, emotional exhaustion, and the pain of feeling not enough is painfully relatable for anyone who's ever been in that situation. Now, let's talk about a drama that hit a completely different emotional note. Dear Doctor, I'm Coming for Soul. Dr. Prakhan is a skeptical, emotionally detached doctor who meets a mysterious figure claiming to be a Grim Reaper. This drama subtly explores grief, depression, and the feeling of numbness after losing someone you love. Instead of dramatic breakdowns, it showcases the quiet kind of sadness, the kind that makes a person stop caring, stop hoping, and stop believing in happiness. What makes this drama so powerful is that it reminds us that healing doesn't mean forgetting. It means learning to live again. So, after looking at all these deeply emotional, beautifully written BL dramas, which one handled mental health the best? Honestly, they all did in different ways. I Told Sunset About You gave us anxiety and self-identity struggles in a deeply emotional way. Moonlight Chicken showcased depression and emotional exhaustion in a subtle, realistic manner. The Eclipse explored PTSD and trauma through an intense, gripping story. Not Me highlighted activism, burnout, and emotional isolation. Theory of Love tackled self-esteem, unrequited love, and emotional pain. Dear Doctor, I'm Coming for Soul explored grief and depression with quiet subtlety. Each of these dramas brings something unique to the conversation about mental health, love, and healing. What do you think? Which BL drama do you think handled mental health the best? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.